A soulful transitioning, to make amends of past, to see beyond everything, from dark we spark, a light ignites ever fast. Accepting to, reflect and project, the trials see through, to form a new interject. Here's the new concept, both dark and light, from starting parts to part intercept. I wept and kept, now recite. Let go for go once and for all. A sort of past life. I talk to you the reader or listener once more. To start I acknowledge the strife. An introduction then, see how far we get. Move on in search of Zen. I mean peace, the calm not before the storm we beget. Myself mean I, perhaps you too though. Look upon the golden sky, the divine array on display and let go. Enjoy this peace, I assume you will. Witness also cease, that past blast moving fast and yet at a standstill. Does this make sense to you? You will get it if you relate. I talk directly through to you too. You see the rocky narrow path never leads straight. Whatever, just follow. I delve once more into introspection and reflection and wallow. Then with injection and projection, soar evermore. Sleepless nights, chaos ensues. Constant fights, fueled by anger and booze. Shattered dishes scattered, furniture thrown broken and then tears and blood on the floor splattered. Can't get involved or I'll get thrown out again. Divorce out of question, best friends the next day. A resurfacing of tension, the night another fight underway. Police do nothing, they lie and deny. Thought the protection order would do something, merely further aggravated the guy. Got thrown out anyway. Today is the day, no longer live in dismay, but now to find my own way. Friend at aid, alas a new start, a new path has been laid, now to depart and follow through in heart. Good things happen to good people, I must be terrible then. I try pry in day's array but still, in the shadow of the glow, in gloom before a loom asking when. Will the madness end? Will happiness contend the sadness? A fulfilling, a full of the emptiness of the abyss and I ascend, to say bittersweet, a lie is a distaste for the state of bitterness. Wickedness by the hand of hateful man, I reap what he's sown. Led astray, the castaway with no plan. Cling to the hand of fate, hopeful, as all I've ever known, though nothing is shown. No light at the end of the tunnel, this dark corridor, empty hall before the door. Long to run, never mind walk, though crawl still. Craving more though stroll along, blind from all before. Rendered a blur, return to sender, a stir as though a tornado. Mind fog bog, I try spark the dark, not just for self, but of everyone. Detest the pest, and show only joy, happiness, and glow. Spread beyond the dread, help we're able, still, unstable, none done. The path of life challenging yet, I try my best, but a self with soul and surrounding and whole. Aid others out the shade, still met with only fret. This devil incarnate exacerbates, feeds off hate, bestows upon, gnawing at my soul. I can't see them, he forbids it. He at fault though punishes me, cast away though with friends a new path lit. Still he, overwhelmingly, overcast, storms and forms enshrouding, embodying atrocity. I seek resolution, to be rid of his torment and all underwent, still in absolution, by his hand as he ever bent. Persistent on inflicting, insistent on my suffering, arrogant and menacing, ignorant and yet he empowering. He flourishing, in this world the wicked prevailing. So much for karma, I'm the one in sorrow sinking. He afloat, excelling in smooth sailing. The waters of life, he in the current is favored. I subside within the tides of strife, within debris, crashing tsunamis, drowning, ushered. Into a void below great depths undercome. Still I try for the surface. He has it easy, blissful, I succumb. By the depths of his madness, cast away into a deep dark abyss. It was said we are obsessed with heroes, who live for us and whom we punish. True to life as this line goes, like staggering on tightrope, my lifeline diminished. Balance unkept, underwent a great fall, it stormed and rained as I wept. Mind fog enshrouded, in sight of all. I did my best, I know in hearts was right to do, in aid of someone distressed, and now she hates me for it too. The family outcast, not the first truthfully, damn sure won't be the last. That house is the epitome of scrutiny. A pit of despair, nothing has changed. The devil in his lair, all falls deranged. It's not my problem anymore, exile blessing, Enough wallowing in this lifeless pit evermore. No more living, constantly stressing. I miss home, I miss my family. Now estranged I carelessly roam. To see beyond reality, the strange imagery awaits me. Curiously and fearful, tearful still. Life within strife gives an earful. Still to listen akin, mentally at a standstill. I don't care, I'm in denial, drunken in despair. Still I watch all distill and defile. Esteeming a steam dream, fade into the mist. Mind fog bogs the glow, the gleam of the bright lights all once missed. The past is the past, dare I dwell within? Time moves ever fast, and aging whilst enraging, I find in mind myself akin. I worry not, I swear I'm in peace of all. The fallacy fantasy begot, the dream of peace surceased by the downfall. My mother chose, I have no association. See now the relationship at a close, merely to say, simply dissociation. A drunkard, I've been accused, the truth further blurred, by all the youth abused. See simply as may, to go it alone, to find one's own way, heart further shaped in stone. Carving ever starving, shaped by a hunger to attain anything of meaning, profound yet found only within a darkened plain. Blindness and longing, what matter I to you? A craving for a sense of belonging, but see you not this through? A sort of kink, fixated on agony, to drink to the brink. How say you divine wine, when brought unto utter catastrophe? You betrayed me, I've since let go. I see simply plainly, the open void plain brings interpretation within sorrow. A victim to drunken insanity, simply lazy and crazy, fueled by a sickly fixation. Stripped willingly of your dignity and humanity, infatuation based solely on the soul of aggravation. You're dead, I don't blame you, but to deliberately tread, and as a victim to succumb to. An adulterer, do you care? Your perception a blur, I know you're aware. Still money buys you, you sold your integrity, a slave to the abuse you cling to, married to drunken barbarity. Nothing more, nothing less, to desperately implore, met only with a spurt of stress. Desire blinds, a lust for money, constricted by the binds of a man she dares call honey. I try not emphasize, a perfectionist with my writing, ashamed to realize, simply a spectator to the unrelenting fighting. Forget your sons, work is unfathomable, all falls undone, desperately you cling to wine still. Alone I try, fix your mistakes, and still I wonder why your eldest son you forsake. I drink heavily, I long forget, life moves ever steadily, still when I ask to beget. A renaissance of soul, to be reborn but drawn, the madness in whole. I feel my soul withdrawn, not numb but in trial, dare you even care? You live a life of denial, your intention as clear as air. I mean nothing, therefore who are you? I wait something, anything alas you long since are blind to. Acknowledge or accept, you move on. I once wept, now by your doing find myself forgone. Hoping, lost before an all, witnessing everything, the downfall I crawl. Grounded and yet falling, down all the same, descent and calling. I beseech for reach, but lack a sense of aim. My family now broken, I tried my best, in truth all bespoken, still I cannot find rest. I lost the will, not to leave all behind, but they pester me still, no source of clarity I've yet to find. An answer, I try forget, all at a stir, how then beget? I'm tired now, won't they forget me? I've got to move on somehow, but they won't let me. The past is the past, let's leave it that way. In a storm they form in storm overcast, distill chills of dismay. I do not know you, at least don't want to. Happiness and clarity is all I pursue, as well as dreams and closure, but you come through. Everything falls apart, the drama and chaos overwhelming. This life of strife is all I ever tried to sever and part, but still in a craze you blaze, my soul engulfing. Leave me alone, let me forget you please. Hate is all he's ever known, I'd rather die than lie before him begging on my knees. Be he slave, you deluded lost soul, I love you but you dig your own grave, you're lost in his control. To bleed, be cheated on and proceed, he provides all you need, financially, but lifelessly your soul recedes. You cling still, I'm tired of it, you lack the will, a sick sadistic addict reluctant to quit. Start your own life, get a job and work, no, rather in strife, drink and wait for the manic soul to act berserk. It's all you know, he broke your confidence, ashamed to see you stoop that low, in futile trial with little resistance. Your marriage means nothing, abuse and lies, Do you not long for something more than just the legal bond that ties you to a false promise? It's already broken. You dwell in his abyss. He mistreats you and you're slowly dying within. You know it's true, but won't let go. Bleed, tear, and in fear, live, succumb to an abusive lifestyle which now clearly is all you know. I've given up on you. Goodbye, mother. I still love you, but I'm through, putting up with your willingness to suffer and reluctance to let go. I try to save you, but still you defend him though. He hates and cheats on you too. It's a joke, really. I hope you come to your senses desperately, but I know you reluctantly will drink away your dismay as all falls to catastrophe. I tried protecting you too. I did no wrong. Getting the protection order still you, mindlessly go on and stroll along. Yes, he has money. Is it worth your or your son's well-being? My brothers live in misery. They hate their life and wish for anything to get them away from all the conflict and insanity. Still, you don't care, do you? Not my problem anymore, you see. I tried desperately to help see everyone through. Now I'm the outcast and enemy of the family. Pointless converse, pointless fight. Things only get worse and carry on the next night. Endless madness, reluctant to change. He now got himself a mistress. Things only further deranged. She still stays though. He still pays so. She follows where the money goes, even in fear of not waking tomorrow in constant sorrow. She gave up on herself, it seems, or she's too comfortable. She talks about all these dreams, reluctant to do anything still. The man is unstable, this she knows. He puts food on the table, with this she wallows. Wakes up and drinks, fights, rinse and repeats. What do her kids think? She doesn't care even though they've been thrown out into the streets. They have to deal. She doesn't want to work, won't allow herself to heal. Lives with a man who goes berserk. This is my issue. I can't stand this about you. After everything he put you through, you still stay with him and defend him too. There's more to life. I assume you'll never see this though, than living in constant strife, going to bed hoping you'll wake up tomorrow. That's how the boys feel. That's how I felt. But no, wine helps you conceal all the pain that man has dealt. You want change but won't do anything. Don't you know the definition of insanity? The evidence is clear even after everything. This will end for you only in tragedy. A longing, a long awaiting, a wait for something, anything of meaning. I desire, I long to see, a sight to admire, beauty from out atrocity. The answers, I question earnestly, all falls a blur, mind fog weighs on me heavily. Perhaps to think, I dig my own grave, once more met with a drink. To date exacerbates with shallow pave, a hollow tomb. The stone is crackling, living as though in a womb, a cocoon, a cage, yet to break free of everything, fly soaring ever high. I try my best, within this abyss I lie, yet restricted of rest. Working, trying desperately, I know life isn't easy. Simply I ask, why can't it be? In the wake of catastrophe, where's the dream of harmony? Dream I even still? I do not recall. All falls to a standstill, yet I struggle, stand tall. The irony, just as everything in life, to realize tranquility, one must first face strife. How long? I wait patiently. I merely crawl along a path laid preemptively. Still I try, though in denial, hope raised high, soul self solely filled. Dare I question? Break forsaken bonds, reach beseeched ascension, along for all that lay beyond this valley of the shadow of death, witnessing and documenting, clinging to the last hopeful breath, gasping and grasping till ahead, devoid of everything. I realize now the root of my distress, led a life of constant stress somehow. With all behind I find a cleanse in the mess I've let go. Okay, I'm still trying, alas there's much to forgo. Dare I try denying? Futile, rather accept and move on. Sever the roots and stem upon new foundation. Rebuild, replant and regrow forgone. Lay way past doubt and sprout a new plantation. A separation from all before, be rid the weeds that suck the life out of me. Like the severed garden, the soil hardened, life grew sore. Stuck and struck, but now I find myself free. Flowering and blossoming. I write this the same time I write the severed garden. A prepping, envisioning, a pollinating, prospering. I find the sunlight, the bright array that displays within. Focus on the now, and future come to be. I know I will propel and excel somehow, as I dare try see. The right from wrong, the love from hate too. To settle, no, my petals blow along. Drift away and stray into a place ever true. Found profound and sacred ground. Plant myself in tranquility. Dare I say I get around? Merely mean I curiously sightsee. Here's to new beginnings, a tourist for the florist of wit, the gardener focused on the winnings, to attain within the sacred plane atonement and exit. In peace and prosperity, grow and go with the flow, to see beyond the misery and mystery. Fantasy is the reality I'll come to know as well to grow. Reshape the landscape, a renewal of vision, I long to escape, now instead led by my ambition. Desire and hope, freeing this feeling, to tug on heaven's rope, divine vine ever freeing. Forgo all before, live in the now, seek and attain evermore. Take it as it comes, and endows. Accepting everything, simply acknowledging, begetting then forgetting, reforming of upbringing. I'm tired of the strife, I finally let go, await new life, beyond the present sorrow. Seek merely desire, burning and yearning, the soul fuels the fire, as you know, everlasting. I've touched bases, assuming here you followed, if not worry not the stasis, merely acknowledge all once wallowed. Fear and faulted upbringing, dare I even acknowledge? Spare detail, though summarizing led to suffering, the life of fear and discourage. Verbal, emotional, and sometimes physical, yes, gifts were given. Taken care of still, objects don't compensate the hate that brought torment within. A complicated mess, a complex history, a narcissist evoking constant stress. You see, fabricated fantasy masks the misery. Buy away the pain. Yes, he provided, yet still acted insane. The soul of Satan within the same house resided. Fearing, breathing in my own home, having tiptoe in. Anything can set him off his temper, patience, ever wearing thin. An angelic disguise, but within the walls of the house, the embodiment of sin. I kid not you, since a child no dramatization. The man is the spirit of fear, as well violence and aggravation. An abuser, as well an adulterer. Money won't buy any form of closure, yet he tries, but still falls at a constant stir. I have now escaped this abyss, fortunately, though the others still undergo this. I tried helping them, but now they barely ever talk to me. A shame, really. Still, it's a past. As I said sincerely, in intro, from darkest spark, a light ignites ever fast. Be better. Let go of your torment. When life is in error, fix and distance yourself of all underwent. Cast away, but made it work. No more the days. Succumbing to a drunken man-child going berserk. I'm free. Life at my disposal. I can breathe finally and smile genuinely at will. I've got a good job and house to live in. Life with friends is only better. No more sorrow deep within. My heart no longer feels in error. No more wallowing in the fear of not waking tomorrow. I can wake and sleep in peace. A new direction and path to follow. A road to the future as the past troubles now cease. Thank you, friends, and everyone who was always there for me. And remember, there's no ends for those who ride beside the sun and live infinitely, happily, and freely. It's not my business. I've since been thrown out. Still you live in that abyss of hellish wickedness and self-doubt. I write you here, but share with the world, to show I no longer live in fear. I'm now stronger-willed. Pity you, however, live in denial, and still you defer. I imagine will defend him in trial. I won't go. I'm tired of court, sick of watching you willingly dwell within sorrow. Under fraught only feel more distraught. I don't want to see that so-called man again. If it means I won't see you, so be it. I'm sick of asking when. Will things change after so many opportunities exhibit? You've got to take the chance, just as I've done. The future's bright, if only you'd give it a glance. But smothered by his darkness, blind and undone. Spiritually, mentally, and emotionally, you're either afraid or lazy. One thing, however, that even for you should be clear to see. Every new day you spend with that madman only further drives you crazy. As of now, things have changed. Still disavowed, not so estranged. My mother tries, and so I try too. Covered up in a web of lies. A sticky situation, but Daddy Longlegs is too stupid to see through. Every second month on occasion, some money and a visit. Not much for conversations. I mostly drink, listen to music, and sit. She's there and cares. I do too. The sad truth to bear, things will never be like they used to. I love her. I keep the other poems, however, not just for context and closure, so she may realize, understand, and alter. Today is her birthday, Sunday 31st August. The first she spends with her eldest cast away. I guess I'm not quite on her husband's favorite list. Still he's ill-tempered, crippled, drunk in mind, assuming anything existing. At this point begs I break his legs and shatter his jaw. I train and train, however, fighting resisting, though if pushed, not the slightest hesitant to put him to the floor. Enough said, not why I do Muay Thai for the most part. Simply fun and growth instead. Better myself since the introduction. I've much departed, with a change of heart to start.